The rain pounded against the window like fists of fury as Alex Thompson clutched the small, worn audio recorder in his trembling hands, the device that held his mother's dying voice, a lifeline in the storm of betrayal. In that dim hospital room just months ago, she'd whispered her final words, not knowing they'd become his weapon against the man who'd vowed to protect them both. Now, standing on the porch of the house that once felt like home, Alex's heart raced. He was about to shatter the silence that had erased him from his own life. Alex had always known he was different, growing up in the sleepy town of Willow Creek, Iowa, where cornfields stretched endlessly under vast blue skies, and everyone knew everyone's secrets, or thought they did. His mother, Elena Thompson, a kind-hearted schoolteacher with a laugh that could light up the darkest days, had been his anchor. She married Robert Hayes, a burly mechanic from the local garage, after Alex's father passed away when he was 10. Robert was gruff but steady, providing for them in ways Elena couldn't alone. But beneath his stoic exterior lurked a rigid worldview, one that clashed with the vibrant, questioning soul Alex harbored. It started subtly. At 16, Alex confided in his mother about his feelings for boys, his voice barely above a whisper in their cozy kitchen while Robert was at work. Elena's eyes welled with tears, not of disappointment, but of fierce protectiveness. "You are my son, Alex, and nothing changes that," she'd said, pulling him into a hug that smelled of lavender and home-baked cookies. She promised to stand by him, to help him navigate a world that wasn't always kind. But Robert? She kept it from him, fearing his temper, his old-school values rooted in the conservative heartland where being gay was whispered about like a curse. As Alex grew into his 20s, pursuing a degree in journalism at the state university a few hours away, he kept his secret buried deep. Weekends home were tense, filled with Robert's probing questions about girlfriends and future plans. Elena mediated, her health declining from the cancer that crept in like a thief. When she was diagnosed, the family rallied, or so it seemed. Alex dropped everything to care for her, sleeping on the couch, holding her hand through chemo sessions that left her frail but unbroken. On her deathbed, in the sterile glow of Mercy Hospital, Elena pulled Alex close. "Promise me you'll live your truth, sweetheart," she rasped, her voice weak but resolute. Unbeknownst to anyone, Alex had hit record on his phone, capturing her final wishes, not just for him, but for the family. "Tell Robert. He needs to love you as you are. The house, the savings, it's all for you both. But if he can't accept you..." Her words trailed off into labored breaths, but the message was clear: love without conditions. Elena passed that night, leaving a void that swallowed Alex whole. The funeral was a blur of black suits and sympathetic nods from neighbors. Robert, red-eyed and silent, handled the arrangements with mechanical precision, but grief twisted him. 2 weeks later, as Alex sorted through his mother's belongings in the attic, Robert confronted him. "I found your letters," Robert growled, holding up envelopes from Alex's college dorm. Correspondence with a boy named Chris, innocent but revealing. This filth. Your mother would be ashamed." Alex's world shattered. She knew, Robert. She accepted me. "Lies," Robert roared, his face contorted in rage. "You're no son of mine. Pack your things and get out." What followed was erasure in its cruelest form. Robert changed the locks, removed Alex from the will Elena had drafted years ago, claiming undue influence in her final days. He spread rumors in town. Alex had abandoned them, run off to the city for a degenerate lifestyle. The house, the modest inheritance, gone. Alex was left with nothing but his car, a few clothes, and that recording he hadn't yet listened to fully, tucked away in grief. Homeless and heartbroken, Alex drove west, ending up in Chicago, a bustling metropolis where anonymity offered solace. He crashed on friends' couches, took odd jobs as a barista, his journalism dreams on hold. The city pulsed with life. Diverse neighborhoods like Boys Town, where rainbow flags waved proudly, a stark contrast to Willow Creek's stifling conformity. It was there, in a cozy coffee shop amid the hum of Lake Michigan winds, that he met Jordan Reyes. Jordan was everything Alex needed. A 28-year-old graphic designer with warm brown eyes, an infectious smile, and a heritage blending Mexican roots with Midwestern grit. He'd grown up in a supportive family in the suburbs, coming out at 18 without the drama Alex endured. Their first conversation sparked over a spilled latte, Jordan mopping it up with napkins, joking about fate's clumsy introductions. "You're new here," Jordan said, his voice smooth like caramel. "Let me show you the real Chicago." What began as friendship blossomed into romance. Walks along the Navy Pier at sunset, stolen kisses in art galleries, nights tangled in sheets sharing stories of loss and hope. Jordan listened as Alex poured out his pain, the rejection that cut deeper than any knife. "You're not erased, Alex," Jordan whispered one evening, tracing fingers along his cheek. "You're just beginning." But the past haunted Alex. Nightmares of Robert's face, Elena's fading voice. He finally played the full recording, tears streaming as he heard his mother's testament. Not just love for him, but a plea for Robert to evolve, to honor her wishes. "If you can't accept Alex, then you're failing me," she said. It included details of hidden assets, a safety deposit box with bonds and letters proving the will's intent. Emboldened, Alex confided in Jordan. "I have to go back. Confront him." Jordan squeezed his hand. Not alone. As winter's chill gripped Chicago, Alex and Jordan planned their return to Willow Creek. The drive was tense. 8 hours of highways cutting through snow-dusted fields, Jordan's hand steady on Alex's knee. "Whatever happens, we've got each other," Jordan said, his optimism a balm against Alex's churning anxiety. Willow Creek hadn't changed. The same diner with its flickering neon sign, the church steeple piercing the gray sky, the garage where Robert still wrenched on cars. Alex's heart pounded as they pulled up to the house, its porch light casting long shadows. Robert's truck sat in the driveway, a testament to his unchanging routine. Knocking felt surreal. The door creaked open, revealing Robert, older, wearier, lines etched deeper from solitude. His eyes widened. "What the hell are you doing here?" "I need to talk," Alex said, voice steady despite the storm inside. Robert's gaze flicked to Jordan, disdain curling his lip. "With him? No. Get off my property." But Alex pushed forward, stepping inside the familiar living room, now barren of Elena's touches, her knitted afghans gone, photos of Alex removed. "This isn't your property alone, Robert. Mom left it to us both." A bitter laugh escaped Robert. She was delirious at the end. "I protected her legacy from this." Jordan stood silently supportive, but Alex pulled out the recorder. "Listen to her yourself." Reluctantly, Robert sat as Alex played it. Elena's voice filled the room, weak yet powerful. "Robert, my love, Alex is gay, and that's okay. He's our boy. The will stands, half to each. If you fight it, you're fighting me." Robert's face paled, hands clenching. She never told me." "Because she knew you'd react like this," Alex said, emotion cracking his voice. "You erased me, Robert. Kicked me out, changed everything. But I'm back for what's right." The confrontation escalated. Robert stormed out, slamming doors, leaving Alex and Jordan in uneasy silence. They checked into a motel on the town's edge, the kind with buzzing vending machines and threadbare carpets. That night, wrapped in Jordan's arms, Alex whispered doubts. What if he destroys it all? Jordan kissed his forehead. Truth doesn't destroy, it rebuilds. Word spread quickly in Willow Creek. Neighbors whispered about the prodigal son's return with his friend. Alex visited old haunts, the library where Elena read to him, the park bench overlooking the river. Memories flooded, summer picnics, Elena's stories of acceptance drawn from her own immigrant roots. But tension mounted. Robert hired a local lawyer, contesting the recording's validity, claiming coercion. Court dates loomed, turning personal pain into public spectacle. Alex, with Jordan's encouragement, reached out to LGBTQ plus advocates in nearby Des Moines, building a case not just for inheritance, but for dignity. Amid the chaos, romance deepened. Jordan surprised Alex with a rooftop dinner in the city before a hearing, candles flickering against the skyline. "No matter the outcome, you're my home," Jordan said, slipping a simple silver ring on Alex's finger. "Will you marry me?" Tears mingled with laughter. "Yes," Alex breathed, their kiss sealing a future forged in fire. Back in Willow Creek, the hearing approached. Alex uncovered more. Letters from Elena to Robert, hidden in the attic, pleading for understanding. One read, "Our son deserves love, as we found in each other." It humanized Robert, revealing his own fears. Losing Elena, facing change in a town that prized tradition. The night before court, Robert appeared at the motel, rain-soaked and defeated. I listened again. She sounded so sure. Alex nodded, guarded. She was. A fragile truce formed. Robert admitted his prejudice stemmed from ignorance, from a father who beat conformity into him. "I failed her." "Failed you?" Jordan watched quietly as stepfather and son talked into the dawn, bridging years of hurt with halting words. The courtroom in the county seat was a relic of old America, wood-paneled walls, a judge's bench worn from decades of verdicts. Alex sat rigid, Jordan's hand in his under the table, as lawyers presented evidence. The recording played publicly, Elena's voice echoing like a ghost, stirring murmurs from the gallery filled with townsfolk. Robert's attorney argued manipulation, but Alex's side countered with affidavits from hospital staff confirming Elena's lucidity. The letters sealed it, proof of her intent. The judge, a stern woman named Harlan with a reputation for fairness, ruled in Alex's favor. The original will reinstated, assets split equally. Victory tasted bittersweet. Outside, under the spring sun breaking through clouds, Robert approached. "I'm sorry, son. Truly." Alex's eyes glistened. "It's a start." Reconciliation unfolded slowly. Robert invited them for dinner, awkward at first, stilted conversation over pot roast. Jordan sharing stories of his family's acceptance to ease the air. Robert listened, really listened, asking questions about their life in Chicago, about Jordan's art. Alex showed him photos, pride parades, community events. "This is who I am. Who Mom wanted me to be." Robert nodded, voice thick. "She was always wiser than me." As months passed, Willow Creek transformed subtly. Robert, influenced by Elena's words, attended a PFLAG meeting in Des Moines, surprising Alex with tentative support. The house became a shared space. Alex visiting weekends, Jordan painting murals in the spare room. Romance flourished. Alex and Jordan's engagement announcement drew cheers from Chicago friends. But the real joy came in Willow Creek when Robert gruffly offered the backyard for the wedding. "Your mom would have wanted it here." Preparations brought healing. Neighbors helped decorate, string lights twinkling like stars, tables laden with Midwestern fare. Alex found Elena's old journal, filled with dreams for his happiness, fueling his resolve. On the wedding day, under a canopy of blooming cherry trees, Alex walked the aisle with Robert at his side, a symbol of mended bonds. Jordan waited, radiant in a tailored suit, eyes locked on Alex's. Vows exchanged, promises of love through storms, echoing Elena's legacy. "I do," Alex said, voice steady. "I do," Jordan echoed, sealing it with a kiss amid applause. The reception buzzed with life. Dancing, laughter, Robert toasting awkwardly but sincerely. To family, redefined. But shadows lingered. A distant relative contested the will anew, dredging up old prejudices, forcing another legal battle. Alex, empowered, fought back with community support, turning personal strife into advocacy. He started a blog, sharing his story, inspiring others in rural America facing similar erasures. Jordan's art captured it, a series titled Unrecorded Voices, Paintings of Fractured Families Healing, exhibited in Chicago galleries. Success followed. Alex's journalism career revived, writing features on LGBTQ+ rights. Back in Willow Creek, Robert evolved further, volunteering at youth centers, challenging his peers' biases. One evening, over coffee, he confessed, "I almost lost everything because of fear. Thank you for coming back." Alex smiled. "Thank Mom. Her voice saved us." Years blended into a tapestry of growth. Alex and Jordan settled in a cozy Chicago apartment, but Willow Creek remained a touchstone. Weekend retreats where Robert's garage now displayed Jordan's sketches alongside tools. The inheritance funded dreams. Alex launched a podcast on family reconciliation. Jordan opened a studio teaching art to at-risk youth. Challenges persisted. Societal winds shifted, national debates on rights testing bonds. When a local ordinance threatened LGBTQ+ protections in Iowa, Alex rallied, Robert joining protests, his presence a powerful statement. "I was wrong once," he told reporters. "Won't be again." Intimacy deepened between Alex and Jordan. Lazy Sundays in bed, planning trips, San Francisco's vibrant streets, where they renewed vows on a hill overlooking the bay. "From erasure to this," Alex murmured, head on Jordan's chest. But a health scare tested them. Robert's heart attack, sudden and severe, landed him in the same hospital where Elena died. Alex rushed back, Jordan by his side, holding vigil. In recovery, Robert gripped Alex's hand. "You're my son. Always were." Tears flowed freely. "I know, Dad." The term Dad slipped out naturally, sealing forgiveness. Robert recovered, stronger in spirit, attending therapy to unpack decades of internalized hate. Alex's advocacy grew. Invited to speak at conferences, he shared the recording, now a symbol of hope. "One voice can change everything," he'd say, evoking Elena's enduring love. Jordan's influence shone. His art series sold out, proceeds donated to shelters for displaced queer youth. Together, they fostered a teen runaway, providing the acceptance Alex once craved. In quieter moments, Alex reflected on the journey, from rejection's abyss to love's summit. The recording, digitized and preserved, played on anniversaries, Elena's words a guiding light. One autumn evening, back in Willow Creek, the three men sat on the porch, watching leaves swirl. Robert broke the silence. "I'm proud of you both." Jordan squeezed Alex's hand. "Family isn't blood, it's choice." Alex nodded, heart full. The storm had passed, leaving rainbows. As time wove its inevitable threads, Alex and Jordan's life expanded. They adopted a daughter, Mia, a spirited 5-year-old with curls like Jordan's and eyes echoing Alex's determination. Willow Creek embraced them, Robert doting as a grandfather, spoiling her with stories of Elena. The recording's legacy endured. Alex published a memoir, Voices Unerased, climbing bestseller lists, sparking dialogues nationwide. Interviews delved deep, the pain of rejection, romance's healing power, reconciliation's fragility. Jordan illustrated the book, his artwork capturing raw emotion. The hospital room's dim light, the courtroom's tension, the wedding's joy. Launches drew crowds, Robert attending one in Chicago, beaming as Alex dedicated it to him. Yet, life's drama never fully faded. When Mia faced bullying at school for her two dads, echoes of Alex's past resurfaced. They confronted it together, family meetings, school advocacy, turning adversity into lessons of resilience. Robert, now retired, moved to Chicago for closeness, his old prejudices shed like autumn leaves. He joined Pride events, waving flags with Mia on his shoulders, a far cry from the man who'd once erased his stepson. In the end, it was about meaning, love transcending loss, acceptance conquering fear. On Elena's birthday, they gathered at her grave, playing the recording. Her voice rose. "Live your truth." Alex whispered, "We are, Mom." Jordan held him close, Mia giggling nearby, Robert smiling through tears. The circle complete, erasure undone by one brave return. The story of Alex Thompson became a beacon, proof that even in America's heartland, change blooms from the seeds of courage. Kitchens across the country echoed with similar conversations, families mending, hearts opening. And in the quiet of their home, Alex and Jordan danced slowly, Mia asleep upstairs, Robert in the guest room. "We made it," Alex said. Jordan kissed him. "We did. Together."